This Pashupati, Lord of Beasts, is sitting in the same asana in which King Yudhishthir used to sit for Abhishekam, Puja and his bath. The continuity of this asana can be found throughout historical times. The Nasagra, or the Shambhavi Mudra, in which this yogi is sitting, continues to be depicted in sculptures and literature. These deer under the asana of yogis has been shown like this over the ages. Who else can symbolize the mind better than the flighty deer? Controlling the mind is tougher than holding air in a fist. But the yogis disciplined it and made it dance on their fingertips. Today, integrity and honesty in Indian marriages are taken for granted. But was it like this at the beginning of civilization? In those early times, when instinctive behavior was not moderated by intellectual wisdom, bringing integrity into relationships may have been a difficult task. But some ancient Indians lived a life of self-control and became exemplars for generations. When thousands of generations emulated them, it may have been ingrained into the natural behavior of Indians. What would have happened if there was no defined dignity in relationships? We would have procreated on this planet like animals, but without the creation of a civilization and Sanskriti. There would not have been knowledge and science, no idea of liberation or moksha. Human civilization is based on the institution of marriage. But this was not enough for Indian civilization. The roots of Indian married life are deep in Dharma and truth, and the reason for this is yoga. The purpose of marriage is not limited to producing children. Our consciousness has divided itself into two to realize itself through dialogue. The scriptures are full of dialogues between Shiva and Parvati. Through dialogue, they realize the self and unite into one. Therefore, Indian marriage is not seen as a contract of self-evolution. It is a sanskar, a spiritual culture, a culture of self-evolution. The supreme personifications of this culture had descended on India on Mount Kailash, which is not in India now. Seated high above the world, on Kailash, the married life of Yogi Shiva and Parvati gave marriage the purity of the Himalayas and the detachment of the skies. Keeping that inspiration in their hearts, Ram and Sita lived in this world to reach the pinnacle of married life. Purity and detachment while being in samsara is even more challenging. Therefore, Shiva and Parvati also worship Ram and Sita. Who is superior is not known, but as long as these two couples remain in the hearts of Indians as their ideals, this civilization will live harmoniously.